10:48 starts a bit quiet, really. There's no messages or anything. Nothing to tell you. Not really. Make up something. So, yeah, Reichland are just enjoying the new territory. Seems like Averheim are under siege. Who are they at war with?
Sigma's will.
Border princes as well. And Sylvania. They're vampires. Ooh. Come on, Sly. Buy me some vampires. Yeah, Sly is exhausted from his last assassination. I'm not going to be openly assassinating Empire anyway. So go on, go and find me some vampires. Vampires? Oh, it's the border princes. They're being right bastards in this campaign, aren't they? But still, carry on. Do some investigating up there. What I tend to do with heroes as well is I try and, when I'm doing an exploring thing, trying to give them at least a turn's worth of movement. It's surprising how easy it is to forget about an exploring hero, even when you're talking it through and doing commentary for a Let's Play. So, Sly is on his mission, which does mean he's not available to assassinate any heroes down here. So that can't be helped. 16 troops, and they're not recruiting anymore, so maybe they've settled on 16. Plus their 9 garrison means they're at 25 in total against my 40, including my war. So technically I would be the favourite, but doesn't always work out like that, and I am only goblins. Now, Migdal Vongelbarak, I don't know where that is yet. I think it's probably here, and it looks a bit more vulnerable, assuming the dwarfs don't have a whole army there as well. I mean, the garrison is weaker by a couple of units, so it is by default will be weaker, but we shall see. So the question is, how do I get to that settlement? One way is to go around here and see if they attack me. Don't really want to risk that. The other way is to use the underway. Allow me to get all the way up to there, which is pretty cool. There's a chance that this guy may attack me on the way through. And I'm not yet fully replenished, so that would be a risk. Plus I don't know everything about this area. There could be like 4 dwarf armies waiting for me. Unlikely, but it could happen. Yeah, stop getting distracted. I need to make this decision. Skarsnik gets attacked one-on-one by this army. It would be pretty tough. There's only so much I can outmaneuver these dwarfs. Maybe this is too far to intercept underground. Let's find out. And I'm going to go all the way that I can. In fact, let's see if can the War Army follow. I won't get to find out. I won't go all the way, just in case, because I need the War Army to follow. There you go. So I went a fair decent amount of the way. They weren't intercepted. Hopefully means that the War Army can follow me. Can't quite see that location yet. But I'll... Oh, Ublug could actually scout ahead. Go for it, mate. Okay, there you go. Brilliant. So Ublug scouted ahead. And you can see Migdal Vongelbarak. And what you can see at the moment is there's no army there. It does allow recruitment, so they could make one rather swiftly. Yeah, on the way in over to that settlement, I could then do a turn or so of raiding and replenishing before I eventually attack that settlement and destroy it. yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to lose 1,000 this turn because I'm not raiding, but don't worry about that too much. If the Warrior Army doesn't do something stupid and just attack Karak Hirn one-on-one. I'm really not planning the Warrior Army into my factor. I'm sort of like, sorry, factoring the Warrior Army into my plan. That should have been because of what happened before. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. All right, so back home, obedience sorting itself out, lovely. Untainted, going well. 4 turns. Turns until surplus point 1. I think I need 2 actually for Grimhold. I'll try and get Grimhold going again. So an extra 2 buildings there would be useful. And essential if I want another province. I need all settlements to be fully upgraded in order to get a second province. And now that I've got an army defending it, it's not as important to have the garrison up. I will still be using one of those slots for a garrison. Just with peace of mind as much as anything else. Yeah, what is this army going to do? I'll tell you what it might do. What it might do is recruit all 20 and then besiege Fort Sol for ages. Take them out. Just like not fight them on land unless they attack me. And if they attack me, it'll be much easier to fight them off. But we'll see. We'll see. That's loads of turns away because I've got so many turns to wait until I can get my troops. Really, I have recruited these way too early. You know, way too early. I'm paying for them far too early. But I was getting impatient, so what can you do? In fact, I guess what I should actually do is move Bartorg. I was having so much fun with Oblud though. Yeah, come on, Bartorg. You need to leave this army. You need to head into the wilderness and join up with Skarsnik. He wants magic. Cool. It does mean I get less obedience gain, I think. Oh no, he's still in the territory, is he? Yes, he is for now. Alright, wicked. Easy turn. And a good turn, because I didn't lose any troops. Alright, so Ragok Foe Spike has gained a rank, which is great, and I've got an extra population surplus, which I was expecting. So let's start off with Ragok Foe Spike, and his rank up. He is a wizard. So, much like my other wizard, I should probably prioritise this chain. But we'll have a little look at this sort of stuff. The plus 12 for Goblin and Night Goblin units, that's cool. Nastiest Squigs, interesting. Maybe I should make him the Squig King. Night Goblins and Squigs. Always good to see what options you got. Alright. But the go-to one for your first level is always extra movement. Let's not be around the bush with that. And apart from that, Ragok, you're just chilling out. Oh, okay. I thought I needed 2 population surplus in order to build that. So I wasn't obviously reading that properly. Definitely going to go ahead and spend that money to upgrade Grimhold. I know that I need another load of population surplus in order to upgrade Karak Hirn another one, but I'm thinking get Grimhold going at least a little bit more. And that way I don't have to worry about someone rushing in and taking it. Okay, Bartorg. Oh yeah, this was interesting. So I used the underway to get over to here with the plan of going towards Migdal Vongorbarak. Meanwhile, the Dwarf King marched out of Karak Hirn and in theory has left it undefended. My issue with that is that I can't reach it. Can't reach it to attack it. And if I head towards it, you can almost guarantee that he's just going to march straight back again I won't get Karak Hirn. So, with that in mind, I'm going to stick to the plan. And have a turn of replenishing. I really don't get very far on these mountains, do I? Should I actually have a turn?
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. I think what I'll do is I'll get nearer to Migdal Mongol Barak.
I'm answering.
And confirm that they don't have an army. Which they don't. So now I've got the option. Next turn I can either raid and get money back, and troops back, or I can go straight into Migdal and destroy it.
I got plans.
Uglug,
Yes.
you are about to be replaced by this guy, Bartorg.
On it.
Which is a shame. Uglug's done his job. I wonder if I could actually get Bartorg and Uglug with Skarsnik and sacrifice one of the unit. I don't know which other unit it would be. Oh, I do. The Night Goblins. They've got to go. They've got to go, haven't they? Yeah. Alright, so for the time being, I'm going to keep my units together, but in due time, I'm going to have two heroes in the army.
Gobblers angry.
We'll see how we go. Looking forward to taking out that settlement. And then coming back for Karak Hirn. And once I've defeated this settlement, I mean, assuming the king doesn't get in the way, which he will. Now it's the king now leading that out, instead of their second in command. I'll have dealt retribution to both of the enemies that attack Grimhold. How satisfying will that be? Alright, lovely. Now, the one thing that I said I was going to forget to do is move Sly forward. Find me some vampires. Ooh, who are these? They're Talabackland. Well, they're not vampires, they're men. I'm not interested in them. So keep heading east. Oh, look, it's getting nastier. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Sylvania. Let's talk.
I shall not ignore the forms. Talk, beast. Then I shall kill thee.
Okay, not the greatest start. They're unfriendly towards me. Well, that's not very nice. I thought you were going to be my friends. They do value all of the good stuff I'm doing against humans and dwarfs, though. So maybe in time they'll come round. Let's offer them a non-aggression pact.
Absolutely not.
Huh. Worth a try. Alright, maybe you're not the friendly vampires. Maybe the other friendly vampires will talk to me. But the attitude isn't getting worse, so... Cool. We'll work on that one. Sly as my ambassador. Has a job to do. Hopefully my Wire Army keeps up. But technically I could send the Wire Army out to Karak Hirn. No, I think the garrison would defeat them. Don't trust a Wire Army. Never trust a Wire Army. Cool. Alright, we'll end it there. See you in turn 50. 5-0. Never thought I'd get this far, especially when the dwarfs attacked me that first time. But we made it through. And 50 awaits. So, this is interesting, going into turn 50. Alaric Ranulfson, the Karak Hirn King, comes to talk to me. And they want a peace treaty. How quaint. Considering I have an army outside their second city, and their first city is undefended. The power rating says we're fairly even, but I think I've got them by the balls. Refuse. Where's my teeth? One of your most trusted bosses come back from a raid empty-handed, so he says, but he's wearing a right nifty helmet. It's all shiny. Where he get all that dust to polish that helmet? Think about that one before. I might even have read it out before. So, leadership for armies, but get extra treasury, or lose some fightiness and get extra leadership. It's only for 3 turns. If I think about it, I want to fight the smaller dwarf settlement this turn. And then move back towards the bigger settlement. So I actually think the leadership for 3 turns isn't going to be too much of a problem. I'll take the extra money. Right, I've gained the severe trait on a Ragok foe spike, so he's helping out in the obedience thing, which is great. And Averland have been destroyed. I believe Averland were this army here. And they've lost their settlement to the border princes, who are really on a bit of a aggressive streak by the looks of it. And that's fine by me. I haven't got any issue with them. Right, so where did the Dwarf King go? I wonder if he had enough movement to get all the way over here. I don't think he did. I do not think he did. So I think I need to continue with the plan to storm Migdal von Galbarak and then head back. So Bartog will not be able to join that battle, so I'll leave him to stay put for the moment. Let's have a little look at Karak Hirn, make sure everything's going smoothly. Yeah, the obedience is coming along nicely, which is excellent. And that continues to remove the corruption. Oh, in fact, I've lost the corruption penalty now, because I'm so high in Untainted. Brilliant. 2 turns away from having 2 upgrades on the buildings, like that. But still, I don't want to increase Ragok's army any further, because I'm waiting for those upgrades. So yeah, they're all going to stay put, including that hero. Let's move Sly about a bit. It's occurred to me that if the vampires are not going to be friendly, and that vampire at least certainly isn't, I possibly need to head towards Orc territory, which makes sense really. So yeah, I'm going to head south. Find some Orcs. Let's just have a chat with these guys again.
I shall not ignore the forms. Talk, beast. Then I shall kill thee. Agreed.
Oh, wow, that was worth doing. In the space of a turn, they've changed their mind about having a non-aggression pact. Brilliant. They're still stronger than me, so that is cool. And that means that our relationship is now improving to -2. Brilliant. That is so good. Hopefully they will come round to like me. These guys are still improving. They won't have a peace treaty with me still.
What do you need? Burn so much as a blade of grass, and I will see your...
Shush, you pretentious elf. They are really deteriorating. That war is going to happen. Golden Order still haven't got an army, so that's good. I just need to finish them off when I get the time. Border Princes, I'm improving with them.
Greetings. We may not be the Empire, but our realm has riches and strength in equal measure.
Yes, it does, and I'm going to tap into that, hopefully. So if my relationship with them continues to improve, maybe they'll accept a non-aggression pact as well. The dwarves are a lost hope, I think, really. Yeah, I need to just get rid of Karak Hirn. The Bretonnians are probably also a lost cause. And that's it, yeah. If we can find some orcs to ally with, that would be good. But of course, it was the orcs that had Karak Peaks. And that is in the back of my mind. Getting that back. Right, let's waste no further time.
Supreme ruler of 8
I considered the thought of
like a good
replenishing for a turn and then attacking this city. But I actually believe that the longer I wait, the more chance the dwarf king has got of moving around here. There's a chance he's already doing that, so I need to get in here.
Make 'em bleed.
And yeah, make them bleed. Right, so I'm tempted to do an auto-resolve on this one. But I just think the auto-resolve is going to screw me over. It probably will screw me over, won't it? I mean, I will win this one hands down. Even with an auto-resolve, I'd win. But I need to fight it. I'm sorry. Feel free to skip ahead. Again, I'll keep on saying it. But I am going to fight it and minimise my casualties. Alright, so I'm going to try and pummel this one out pretty quickly. Don't know where the enemy is. So let's have the line a bit further back.
Gonna kill 'em!
Put the bows out front.
Nasty skulkers! Goblins! We is gobbies! The lads are ready! Yeah, what? Squidhoppers!
Squigs can go in the forest up there, hiding away. The Ragnarok ready to go. Cool. So where are they, and more importantly, can my rock lobbers get to them early? So these units are already firing, which is great. Those miners, have they got ranged weapons? They don't, so let's prioritise shooting at the quarrelers first of all, reduce their numbers so they don't get too many ranged attacks on me. Ideally I'd like to be dropping rocks on the longbeards because they're actually the hardest ones to defeat in combat. Oh, there we go. But I do need to minimise casualties in this one. I just love watching as rocks destroy ranked up formations, providing they're not mine anyway. They're not getting ready to fire, are they? No, they're way off. Yeah, I mean, my rock lobbers are actually really experienced now as well, which means they're doing a lot of damage to these dwarfs on the way in. Really, really cool. And of course, while the dwarfs stay in close formation, even aiming at these ranged troops, I'm killing the other units as well. So that is really cool. This unit is already on like half health. By aiming at them, I'm hitting the units around them, which is pretty awesome. I'm nowhere near to being in bow range yet, so this bombardment can continue. Just love it. These dwarfs are getting minced. I mean, you know, like going back to the whole auto-resolve thing, if I auto-resolved it, I'd probably, I am guessing I would lose about 200 goblins. That seems to be the go-to number. And that's just ridiculous. I mean, I'm not really doing anything flash in this battle here. I'm literally just setting up my line and pummeling them with rocks. You know, that's not a genius tactic, that's just an easy tactic. So why wouldn't the AI do that and and wind similarly. Would the AI run at the dwarfs? Or possibly? That's one unit fleeing, good. So switch to a Longbeard unit. In fact, I'll switch to the ones with the biggest numbers. And squigs, you break cover and get after them. There you go, there goes the other unit. You can fire at them. Any closer to being in range? Nearly. Squigs bursting out the forest. So they're getting their lines back a bit. Go for the unit that's nearest. So they're actually rallying just at the wrong time for me. So I potentially could lose a squig or two. In fact, they've started to flee again, have they? Oh no, they haven't. They're firing. Naughty. So yeah, I might lose a squig or two, which is annoying. I suppose I should have been a bit closer, actually. There they go. Smash into those dwarfs. Break their line. Oh, no, hang on. Who have I just told to aim? No, keep aiming at the dwarfs. Squig unit, now charge into there. That should be fine. The bows are going to start shooting soon. There they go. That character could be a problem, but I'm hoping he'll either run away or... what I'm going to do is have my Ragnarok, who's on full health. Let's have Ublug go round. Yeah, they're not going to rally now. I've left my bows to shoot at any units they want to shoot at, because they're generally not bad at picking their targets. There's only 13 of them now, compared to 27, and they're scattered permanently, so we'll get after the other unit. Great, a couple of units are now fleeing. So what I might do now is manually choose some... Get Ublug. Chasing after. Brilliant, they're all running. If that dwarf leader runs, then it will be all clear. Yeah, there you go. Clean sweep, and apart from maybe a bit of HP on the squigs, I think it's like 0 casualties, isn't it?
I'm the boss!
Ublug, you get after that guy.
Rip out their fronts!
Why don't you stop?
Stopping! Gonna kill him! Actor ready! Come on! Get actor ready!
Yeah, good job. See if any of them can catch up. The blood got there first. Well done. Brilliant. Right, a good victory there. 0 casualties. Now, it says there's not a lot to gain from sacking. I mean, 3,000 is 3,000. It's not a terrible amount, but I think maybe raising might be a better option, because I do want to completely eradicate these dwarfs. I want to, you know, get their king to keep his head up. If it had been like 12,000, then it's worth sacking, but I think, yeah, for the sake of 2,500, just raise.
Ready.
Alright, so another swindler. And a spoiler, raise multiple settlements. Cool. And executioner, executed captives after battle. Yeah, Skarsnik is being feared. Sylvania and... oh, that's me. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, that dwarf settlement is eradicated. Skarsnik can't go into raid stats, unfortunately, because he's raised somewhere, so I won't be able to recover these guys just yet. The dwarf king may pop up soon, but in the meantime I'm going to move Bartog over to here. Steel technology. Might as well try. Chances of getting my hero wounded 11% is actually fairly high. Yeah, I don't need to do that. I mean, there's a 1 in 10 chance that I'll lose my hero there. That may not seem like much, but it would be a bit of a scupper in my plans if it actually happened, so... Cool, so what are we going to do? Immortality's still not an option until rank 20. He's a complete fighter, isn't he, Ublug? So let's make him even quicker. And Skarsnik. That's a 17, rank 17 now. Brilliant. And I think I was completing these ones, wasn't I? I completed the ones I wanted to. So, I might look at this chain now. I mean, this wire path is the best one, and then all of these, they would be pretty useful. Out clevering. Proper tough, some extra movement range. Should have looked at this earlier, maybe. Evasion chance could be useful. Income from raiding. Income from looting. Income from sacking. Well, I'm going to get sacking because I've been doing a bit of that anyway. And my wire army is right there to defend me if I get into any bother. Great. So yeah, Bartog can watch Karak Hirn for any enemies. Nothing going on at Fort Sol. And 2 turns to wait until Grimhold and Karak Norn are upgraded. While my obedience continues to rise. Brilliant. Let's have a little look at these. I'm not going to recruit any of these yet because I don't have anywhere for Raguk to go yet. But I know for a fact that I'm getting that one. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. I can get the Ragnarok Queen. That means I'll have an Ragnarok with each army. And not only that, but I'll have the Ragnarok Queen. Oh, so excited. I don't think I've ever seen the Ragnarok Queen in action, so the fact that I've unlocked that is amazing. Raguk, you're a lucky general. Alright, sweet. Turn 50 is done. I'm friends with the vampires, and the dwarfs are on the ropes. See you next turn.
Shroom Gatherer. It's not just night goblins that like fungus, all Greenskins do. Shroom Gatherers go and get them those that survive squig attacks, that is. Didn't really read that out very well. Okay, leadership +4 from night goblin units, and untainted. Let's see who I can put that on. Oh, and also, Shaman's Lackey. Orc Shamans rarely meet with others unless when dancing around the campfire. The Lackey is there to fetch and carry for the Shaman and keep his interaction with the boys to a minimum. Hero recruitment cost -8% for Shamans. That's good. Okay. That's on Bartok. Peace between Ostermark and Sylvania. Fine. And Arguelin and Montreal. And a military alliance. The Wood Elves are getting friendly with each other. Right, so first of all, let's go to Ragnarok.
Ready.
I didn't mean to press that. He's already got Shroom Gatherer. I don't think hero level characters can take Shroom Gatherer. So does he need Shroom Gatherer? He can have it. But he's not going to have night goblin units, so yeah. Not bothered. Oh, and someone's leveled up, actually. So where's the king gone? Ah. Oh no, that's not the king. That is a new dwarf character.
Do you take me for a wazzock?
Dorin Schoenstatterer, and he is recruiting. So that means we need to get over there fairly sharpish to stop the dwarves building up another big army. I might as well mention I'm using a different earphones for this recording, so if the sound is a bit different to normal, that will be why. So perhaps I need to monitor that, so see if it's too different for you guys listening to it. Uplug gained a level. Just checking his abilities as well. Nothing he can gain in addition. Pretty short on all of these other items. Let's see, I think I'm still waiting for immortality. What is cornered around? Leadership, I'm not worried about that. I suppose I could give him some leadership. Yeah, just spread out Skarsnik's leadership bubble a little bit. So he can help out. So yeah, decision to be made really is, do I leg it across to Karak Hirn to stop this dwarf character from recruiting too much? Or do I take my time going across there and recover some troops a little bit? I mean,
You need me.
so far in this campaign the answer has always been rush across, get there quickly, worry about the situation later.
I like a good plan.
So I think I'm going to stick with that for now.
I'm off.
Get all the way over to Karak Hirn. The king still hasn't appeared. And providing I've got the War army still,
It do you want?
I should be okay. I mean, the king might be working his way around here and he might eventually just get hold of the old settlement again. Let's just check to see whether they captured any more in the meantime. No, they don't. But, oh, in fact, that's interesting. Karak Hirn are really low in strength. That suggests that maybe the king's been killed by someone else.
One rug.
They are at war with the border princes and with Araz Akarak, who I don't know who they are. So maybe he's been killed and I don't need to worry about him. And if that's the case, then that's even more reason to head over to Karak Hirn quickly and destroy it.
Custom boss.
Baltorg. Can't get anything more. Let's see. I was going to always choose these. Madcap mushrooms. Ability recharge. Maybe later. Sneaky stealing. Reduced power recharge rate. Okay. Yeah. Vindictive glare. Strong versus single combatant. Itchy nuisance. Hawk will fix it. These are sort of like quite messing spells. I think for a shaman, I'll go with Vindictive Glare, so I've got an extra ranged attack. And he can stay there just watching over the troops, mainly because I haven't got room in Skarsnik's army at the moment. Okay, so that's everything I want to do over there. It should now only be one turn away from upgrading these, which is cool. Corruption still disappearing. I bet as soon as this corruption's gone, I'll get another event and start getting more corruption. Yeah. Obedience is looking good. Either that or I'll suddenly get Empire attacking me over here. So I did want to allow Bartor to join Skarsnik's army, and then once I've done that, that unit would go over and join Ragok's army. I wonder whether I should eventually start moving Ragok nearer so I can put that Night Goblin unit in there. Maybe they'll trade right before I attack Port Sol. Yep, that's all pretty good. -5 leadership on all armies for another 2 turns. Didn't really expect to be attacking Karak Hirn quite so soon. I need to get there quickly now. So, yeah. Alright, cool. Hero not moved, I know, but that's fine. And I will see you in turn 52. Oh, haha. Hero not moved. It's referring to Sly. There you go. That's what memory does. So yeah, I was heading south with Sly. Let's see how far I can get. Karak Dromar, they're dwarves, I think, yeah. Oh, and there's another Border Prince's city. But I'm looking for orcs. I'm going to go in this direction. Find some orcs. Lovely, now I can go to the next turn. Under Morschlieb's glare. Your warriors range deep into hostile lands, but all is not well. There are dark omens abroad, as if the shadow of some horned god was watching from the evil moon above. The army is fettered by Morschlieb's glare. Okay, so either I get plus leadership and pay for it with some treasury, or I do nothing. Well, I'm not too fussed about leadership. I know I've got that minus, but as long as I play my battles correctly, it shouldn't be too bad. But I will risk it. 1500 gold isn't a lot, but I'd rather have it than not. Okay, this is interesting. So not now likely. Dwarfs have gained 2 generals.
Don't think so.
They're recruiting up to 4 units a turn. I need to stop them. Skarsnik, can you reach them this turn? No, you cannot. Yeah, so that's a shame. But I think bearing that in mind, I should potentially try and move a little bit here.
2 in 1.
And then do a bit of raiding.
Worthy of Skarsnik.
And recover a few of the troops on the way. My war army will then be able to keep up. And next turn I will attack them. They will have a few more troops, but I can use Skarsnik's lightning strike ability to pick them off one by one potentially. Which is so powerful. It's so powerful, especially now that I know I've got it. Now over here, the city that I raised has been nabbed by the border princes.
Praise
Well, that's
Sigma.
interesting, because it means they're even stronger than they were. So I know they've got Averheim, they've got Grinstad, and they've got this one. They've got this city, Karak Hirn. Back in north, and I know that they've definitely got another city. I think down here, maybe even 2 cities down there. So yeah, they're pretty strong. So I'm going to have a quick check of diplomacy, just to see if I can maintain a relative friendship with them. I am at minus with them, but it is improving to minus 15.
Who calls?
Greetings. We may not be the Empire,
Yeah,
but our role...
I'd like to be friends with them. At least while I deal with the rest of the enemies anyway. Right, this guy roaming around. If Sly was here, then he would assassinate him, but he cannot do that. He probably already has assassinated him once. Got a wound off on him. Speaking of Sly,
What do you want?
what do you want? Well, you know what I want, mate.
Gonna be quick.
Okay, so I've stopped him on his halfway travels. That's another dwarf opponent. We'll chat with them.
Talk then, but I make no oath for the surety of your life.
So I think this is the main dwarf army. In fact, strength rank 2. They're very strong. Yeah, and they're not gonna like me. They are trade partners and in a military alliance with the border princes. That's very interesting. Okay. Another opponent for me in the future, more than likely. Yes, I can bypass them. Carry on down here. Okay. I think this is where orcs are.
Best idea yet.
Iron Rock. I mean, I'm using prior knowledge from a prior campaign to tell me that. Whether it's cheating or not, up to you. Okay. So that's the relations, or at least... Let me just check. Oh, hello. Black Crag Tribe. Where did they come from? Well, somehow they've added themselves to my diplomacy list. They're very weak. They're at war with the dwarfs and the last defenders. That's lizardmen.
Don't think that 'cause you're an orc, I'm happy to see ya.
Okay, so that's interesting. I've literally just discovered them. And this is Grimgor Ironhide. That's really upsetting. I thought he was like the main orc faction. If they've been absolutely smashed up, I might like be one of the last remaining orc factions. Now, join Confederation is an option. At least they will accept it. The problem I've got is that I can't confederate with them because it would give me more cities, and that goes against this scenario, this campaign challenge that I've got. So even though normally I would confederate with an orc and then try and recover their situation, I can't actually do that. And they're probably not long for this world, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer them a non-aggression pact, but I'm going to make them pay for it. See how much I can get out of them. I know that's kind of cruel, and it probably makes them even more likely to die. See, there you go. They didn't accept 2,000. But see how much less I can get out of them, maybe. So that's still high. Let's edit this. See if they'll accept this. They have. See, there you go. I mean, I know it's like probably flogging a dead donkey and then further likely to get destroyed. But I've now got 2,000 of their money, and I will use that to destroy their enemies in the future. And if they do survive by some stroke of the imagination, then I've got a good relationship with them. So yeah, that means Sly is now going to have to work a bit harder to find some orc allies for me. I'm going to have to go deeper into the mountains. Oh yeah, and I was going into the diplomacy stream to check on the vampires. See how much they were liking me. So that should go up to +7 in time.
Welcome to mine realm. Let no man say otherwise, for it is mine lands you tread upon.
Interesting use of grammar there. Yeah, so in time, could well be good friends with Sylvania. They are by far the strongest faction I am friendly with. Well, not counting the Border Princes, I guess. I'm not really friendly with them yet, not properly.
Yes?
Your man God's a dubious mark.
Yeah, but diplomacy is such an important part of the game, you really need to give some love to it. Alright, so the other interesting thing, of course, is that both Karak Hirn and Grimhold are now upgraded. So, that's exciting. Grimhold is a tough one because I've got in the back of my mind that I want to use Grimhold to expand my growth with this building. Not this building. Oh, in fact, I've already got that building. So let's upgrade that straight away. I don't know why. That was a bit weird. Got my wires across there. So what I could do is build this building for more obedience. Don't really want to do that because I can't get the top one in the chain. But what I could do is get more money. And the sooner I get that built, the better. Like I found with Karak Asgaraz, I built all 3 of those chains thinking I wouldn't get the full return on that money that I spent on it. But that, I think it was 22 turns that I said it was going to take. And it's been like 51 turns now. So that money I spent on that is coming back to me every turn now, which is fantastic. But the issue with spending money doing the same in Grimhold is that the last time I got a bit complacent with Grimhold and it was attacked by dwarves and men and I lost the settlement. I kind of think as boring as it is, I need to get a garrison there again. I'm going to go ahead with that. And that way I don't have to have an army protecting it all the while. Yeah, so that's what I'm going with. Karak Hirn. First of all, let's have a look. Obedience +10, Lord Recruit rank +1, Hero capacity, and extra rank for Goblin Big Bosses. I think that is worth doing. At least up until the point where I've got my obedience in a really good position. So I'll upgrade that. I'm not entirely sure that getting an extra Skarsnik's big walls is actually worth the money now. We've got a very decent garrison as it is. And the only threat to Karak Hirn really is the Wood Elves. And they've had many opportunities to come across the mountains and attack me, and they haven't taken it. So I'm kind of thinking along the lines that I don't need to get it. So I'm not going to spend my money on upgrading that. I'm not going to get rid of the current garrison, because I think it is useful to have some garrison, but yeah, I'm not going to upgrade any further. What I was going to do is upgrade this. And that's called Skarsnik's Black Orc Barracks. It's a bit weird because it doesn't allow me to recruit Black Orcs. But it does allow me to recruit Night Goblins with Fanatic or Night Goblin Archers with Fanatics. And both of those units are actually wanted by me. So I'm going to pay to get that. So I'm upgrading both of those. This is where I needed that money. Now this is a unique resource chain. It gives upkeep for Boars, Wolf and Spider Rider units, -3% for all armies. That's pretty good. Recruitment cost, -20% as well. And recruit rank. Now I haven't got a settlement with these in the chain, but that is where I would eventually get an Arachnoid spider from. And even if I don't want wolf riders or spider riders as units, because they are pretty piss poor, I still want to get the Arachnoid spider units. I also wouldn't mind having trolls and a giant. So those are two building chains that I want. The other problem is I also want squigs. There's too many buildings just for one settlement. So I do need to prioritize. The other thing I discussed was, in order to get an Arachnoid spider, I actually require the technology. In order to get the technology, I need to have this building, which I cannot get that building unless I build this chain, which alone, those two combined cost 10,000 over 7 turns. And it would involve me destroying this building. But then once I've destroyed that building, I could then use this settlement to get squigs instead, perhaps? That's not a bad shout. Yeah, that's a good idea. I think I'm going to do that. So I won't destroy my other Goblin Tinker Revenge until this one's built. But I am going to build that there. As for the other building chain, I'm undecided about that one, because do I know whether I'm definitely getting this chain? I think I am. And if I am getting the chain, then it has to be in Karak Hirn. The thing is, if I go up to level 5, I've still got 2 other level 5 up here. I've still got 2 other building chains that I can buy. If I've got this one, there's no point in getting this one unless I get this one. So that would count for 2 of the 3, which would mean I'd then have to choose between these 2 probably. Orc Shaman. I want a Night Goblin Shaman. Well, I've got Bartorg and I've got Ragga as Shaman, so it's not. I'm not in a rush to get Night Goblin Shamans. So that building chain probably isn't a huge priority yet. Whereas this one, getting trolls and giants, that would be pretty awesome. Do I need this? That's against corruption. Not really. That's for growth. I mean, that would have been useful, but I'm growing pretty quickly anyway. Money would be useful, but I think I'm holding my own by raid attacking. And this one, raid in stitches. Campaign movement, well, I'm not massively going to be starting from here. Income from raiding, that's good. That's quite a useful one generally. I think for my main settlement, I'm going to be prioritising the other ones. So, do I buy this? Or do I buy this? I think I'll get the wolf den. No, there's no point until I can get them both. I may as well get trolls. Yeah, we get some trolls. I love trolls. There you go, what a turn of expenditure. Hopefully it'll pay off. And it will mean that this army can then recruit. I'm just doubting the garrison in Grimhold. No, I should get a garrison. I need a garrison. Alright, so that is Useful. Next turn, hopefully I'll be launching an attack on Karak Hirn. The dwarves will have more troops. Wow, I really can't help that. What are they building?
ancestors.
Giant slayers. Jeez. And they're high experience and thunderers. Wow, that's incredible that they can get those. I suppose it's because Karak Hirn is an upgraded level 4 settlement. Oh, there you go. Monument to Grimnir unlocks giant slayers. That's all these things. Pretty cool. Yeah, so I need to take out that settlement. Alright. 10:53. We could be back in battle.